Hey guys, Desireth here, and in today's video we will take a look at stat priority, talent build, gems, and glyphs for Demonology Warlocks in patch 5.2. This is geared towards the PvP side of the game. In part 2, I will go into the rotation, stun lock, and macros I personally use for arenas and RBGs. So let's begin with the stat priority. Intellect is our most important stat. Following that is spell hit. Spell hit should be capped at 6%. Next is mastery. The reason why mastery is there is because it will increase damage dealt by our minions, increase damage dealt while we are in caster form, and damage dealt while we are in metamorphosis form. Haste is going to be the fourth one because of the extra tick dots, so our dots will stay up longer and will hit harder. And last but not least is going to be crit. Now let's take a look at the talents that I personally use for my PvP build. First is going to be Dark Regeneration. Obviously, Dark Regeneration is our reset button. We can go from 0 to 100 and no problem. After that, I personally use Mortal Coil. The reason why I like Mortal Coil a lot more than Halo of Terror or Shadow Fury is I personally believe it's more reliable in arenas. If I'm going into an RBG, Shadow Fury is the way to go. For the level 45, there's no question it's going to be Sacrificial Pact. In Destruction, Dark Bargain can go, but Sacrificial Pact in Demonology Warlock is definitely the most helpful. Now for the level 60, I go between Blood Horror or Unbound Will. Only times that I use Unbound Will is if I'm in an arena situation, I'm going up against a team that is heavy caster class. Gives me an extra trinket so I can get out of things. And I use Blood Horror when it's melee heavy. Definitely a lot helpful. And Blood Horror does not DR with my Fear or Mortal Coil as well. I will get into that in part 2 a lot more and the reasons why I pick the talents that I pick. Grimoire of Supremacy is the way to go for Demonology Warlocks. Gives our pets a lot more health and a lot more damage. And level 90 is Killjane's Cunning. I love the aspect that I can run around and cast and do all those things. Manarath's Fury definitely would be a good choice if you are in RBGs. After that, let's take a look at the gems that we are going to be using. For our meta socket, we will be using Burning Primal Diamond, which gives us plus 216 intellect and 3% increased critical effect. For our blue gem, we are going to be using the Veiled Imperial Amethystis, and I really don't know how to pronounce that, and that's going to give us plus 80 intellect and plus 160 hit. For our red, we are going to be using the brilliant Primordial Ruby, which will give us a plus 160 intellect. And for our yellow socket, we are going to go use Reckless Vermillion Onyx, which gives us the plus 80 intellect and 160 haste, or you can go with the Artful Vermillion Onyx, which gives us the plus 80 intellect and plus 160 mastery. And now let's take a look at the glyphs that I personally use. The glyphs that I use are definitely very helpful for Demonology Warlocks. Anything else is really unimportant. The first one is definitely for Glyph of Healthstone. You receive 100% more healing from using a Healthstone, but the Healthstone is restored over 10 seconds. Which is fine, it's not a big deal, but I have a macro for it, and I will show you that in part 2. Next is going to be our Glyph of Imp Swarm. Definitely very helpful glyph to use in PvP and especially for Demonology Warlocks. And the last one is Glyph of Demon Training. And I will go into more about Glyph of Demon Training and the specific reason why we use it. You guys will be blown away once I tell you about it. Other than that, that's going to be it for part 1. I will leave all of this information in the description, so please check out the description if you want to be able to play the way that I play, and if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, please leave any type of comments or anything else like that down below and let me know what I could work on or what I can make better. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. See you guys in part 2.